Okay, guys, so we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly Grim and Perilous Master, because today we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign, playing Cubicle 7's outstanding Grim and Perilous Fantasy RPG, Warhammer Fantasy 4th Edition. And we are using the excellent Salzenmund, City of Salt and Silver. I want to say Sin. But that's our campaign to play our campaign of Salt, Silver, and Sin. And with me today are the stars of the Salt, Silver, and Sin campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing today? First up, we've got Carl.
Hello, I'm Carl, and I'm playing Katarina, who's a priest of Shalia.
Nice. Next up is John.
Hey everyone, I am John, and I'm playing Talthir of Manon, who is a sea priest of Manon?
Nice.
I believe so, yes.
And last, but certainly not least, is Sean.
Hey, I'm playing Thognoth Barrickson, a dwarf from the Cragforge clan and an Ironbreaker.
Nice. So, guys, this is session 33 of our campaign. What do you guys recall having happened last time? I'll bring us over to Olden Leeds.
I think the first thing that happened was Grumbleshield wanted me for a meeting. I believe was that first thing, more or less.
I think so. Yeah.
So we had a serious dwarven meeting, and
hearth to hearth, I think they call it.
Yeah,
boo, boo, Madison.
Wow.
And
hearth to hearth.
Where he had shown up with something, some significant object that was covered in cloth. And he revealed it to be, here we go, Gromdeldergen Draken.
Yep.
And more or less.
Gromdeldeng Draken, maybe an easy way to...
Gromdeldren Draken.
There you go.
I'll get it eventually. So,
it was better than the first time.
Yeah, it was pretty horrendous. Ancient Dragon Slayer made of Gromril. It is his clan's relic, and told me that I did not have a kin to pass it on to, which I don't believe I was aware of. That things had every time I talk with Grumbleshield, like, you know, he reveals just how bad he is. Like, it's the next level down every time we have another meeting. And so he doesn't have unfortunately, any kin to pass it on to, which is, I don't think I was aware of that it was quite that bad. And that he's going to take the Slayer's Oath after this job is done. So, some revelations that kind of knocked, I mean, you know, it's not completely shocking maybe, but at the same time, since I know him, a bit of somber news there for Thognoth, and that he was bequeathing it to Thognoth, and so it really hit hard of what, you know, Grumbleshield was doing, and that he said he was going to tell the truth to his official employer, and that was undoubtedly going to be quite unpleasant, and so, and he said that we did not have to go down to help him. It was kind of part of the plan that we would go down and help him set explosives using the map that we provided him, and that we were under no obligation to do so, should not feel so, even though after he bequeathed it to me. But of course, so that is not happening. We are going to go down with you. And that's, I think that was, and then of course I filled in the team. He went back to his employer and did what he said he was going to do. And what else, guys? What happened after that? I filled you guys in on that.
Mm-hmm. I think that's it.
Kenai Talthir spotted some spying rats across the way.
The spy. Yeah. And so Darren's character, what's Darren's character's name?
Alwyn.
Alwyn got his bow ready, and then me and was it Graham's character got ready to run, got ready to charge. In essence, yes,
Yeah,
it was. Oh, that's right. It's coming back. Yeah, and then but Alwyn took it. But Alwyn hit him.
Yeah,
Alwyn took him
one.
out. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's because there's more than one. We go running over there, and then Fognoth made a fool of himself trying to climb up the side of the building, but spotted a pack of them. We gave chase, but I don't think we ever got them. Right? They just disappeared.
You saw some looking over the side. You made an impressive fail of your climb attempt, and then when you fell on your back, you saw that what you had seen was now gone.
Yeah.
When the others got up to the roof, you found that there was... I'm trying to remember if there was any sign of them or there was no sign of them.
You said they were like the one we killed that started to melt away or something.
Oh yeah.
Right. And there was no... because the others did have a chance to get to the body, so there was nothing... No warpstone dagger, no explosives, no stuff like that. So, yeah. So once again, you find yourself, and I think we ended the session on the question of who they were here to observe.
Right.
So that is where we're picking up for today. So you guys are heading back into Orhar. Oh, and Orhar seems to have had that discussion with Grozim. And Grozim is looking quite upset, and Orhar is looking quite pissed off.
Yep.
So, it does appear that Orhar wishes to have a word with you.
Okay.
Do you guys wish to do anything before you speak to Orhar?
Probably just chat about it a little bit, first of all. So, let's see. I mean, what would he want from us? I guess he'd want from us. He'd want from us about the future. Like, are we going to go? He might. Like, are we going to go down and participate in this? And then he might want to talk about the past. And about like how long we knew or something like this. So. Just want to get our thoughts together on. I think do we just tell him that Grozim? We knew Grozim had complications with this, and he, we knew he needed to make it right, and it wouldn't help for us to try to do it. He had to do it. He had to make it right. Something like this. Doesn't that seem?
Yeah.
Reasonable. That angle, that approach, we obviously knew before Ohar did, and he may, so probably will. So probably ask about the past and the future. The future is easy to answer about. We're going down with him. The past, though, is all I'm. So it seems like we tell him that we knew Grozim was working through it, and. And they would we let him do so. That was our, and that the whole thing would be made right. And that's why we went down there, got the map for him. He's planting the explosives. We'll have his back. And that's what we have. And hopefully Ohar's can sit with it. What do you say? Talther and Katarina? That seem reasonable?
Seems reasonable to me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else we want to do? Excuse me. Anything else we want to do prior to our sit down? I don't know. I can't think of anything at the moment.
No.
I think we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Then you guys head back into the building and into Orhar's shop, and he kind of looks around. You may remember that he was organizing some of his elves to try and keep watch for these. He sees you, and he simply says a word,
Kevin, let me ask you: would I be out of line bringing up his Slayer Oath plans? I probably would. If I brought that up in this conversation.
So he hasn't taken the oath yet. Like you go to the
right.
There's a whole rigmarole of doing that. But I mean, dwarves. There are many things that dwarves can be, kind of viewed as boasters or exaggerators, about, or things that they can be about. That's definitely not the kind of thing that dwarves bandy about casually. So you could take it as a, even though he has not made the oath, I think that he has shared it with non-dwarves in your group so far. So while he has not taken the oath, you could take that as something that is a certainty. That if you
I could talk about it though with a non-dwarf is in my thinking. It'd be okay for me to bring it up in conversation with this non-dwarf. His plans, do I think? Yeah. Okay, very good.
Yep.
Okay.
Although you might question if he did already mention that or not.
He might. Yeah. But just in case, I'm just bring it up first.
Okay. Any other questions before? So, if he, Orhard, then brings you to one of his back offices, or the back office where he had been meeting with Grozim, and he's definitely more agitated than you have seen him before. And once you guys come in, he closes the door and turns and says, "How long have you known?"
We knew when we had to go down and make this map, and we knew that Grozim said he was working through it, and he had to make it right. As you're possibly aware, his plan is to take the Slayer's Oath after he's done here for his actions with you. And
make a quick roll.
So we agreed to let him handle it and make it right on his end, and we would do what we.
Well, I don't know what oath he's. Oaths mean very little to me. And
he's agreed to have himself killed in battle because of what's happened here. It's a dwarven ritual to claim back his honor for what he's done, and it's a dwarven culture that's hard to understand for many others, but he is going to be looking for his end in battle actively for the rest of his life.
What?
It's known as the Slayer's Oath. It's done of us when we fall to our lowest level, and we seek redemption in the dwarven way that is respected by our clan, to redeem ourselves in battle, to reclaim honor lost from our great honor lost from our actions.
He seems a little taken aback by that.
I'm saddened by it myself. Grozim's a very good friend of mine. I will tell you, I guess, too, as well, that he's fallen to a level that he doesn't have, unfortunately, kin to pass along his clan's relic. So he has bequeathed it to me. I think I would have brought it because of this,
Yeah.
And so I'd pull it out.
Are you kidding me? I'm assuming you're cutting fucking bread with it. Like, there's never an
I don't even know where I'd put it. It's so anyway. So if I didn't have it, so I take it down and I hand it to him, or I show it to him. I just put it out.
Okay.
And I say, so this. I'm gonna butcher this thing for at least a few more months, but this is Gram del Drang Draken. It's
Nice.
no laughing. That's not helping. And
you did nail it.
Yeah, I was pretty good. That was my best one, Carl. But
You've also done a good example of me on Duolingo.
yeah. Well, I kind of took up your, you got to do the parcels.
Exactly. I find that helpful.
I was doing way too many pieces at once before, and it was awful. So I say he's bequeathed this to me, which is a tremendous honor. I'm still digesting. It has been in his clan for time immortal. He's doing this because he's taken the oath and because he has no kinsman to pass it to. It's a thing of beauty.
He seems, again, or seems a little taken aback by that, and he says, but that his sacrifice this plan that this wizard and these humans have is will this destroy the Elven ruins?
Kevin, remind us of our conversation.
It's not something that's actually come up.
Yep. It's come up.
I mean, Grosum's a better one to talk to about that, but I don't know about destroying them. But as far as making them extremely difficult to access, it seems possible. The problem is that if we don't, that these infernal Skaven will overtake them and steal it. So we're unfortunately making a difficult decision here to cut them off from doing such a thing. But I have no assurances for you, unfortunately, about being able to access them subsequently. I don't know what to tell you. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that your kinsman has given every elf in this city confirmation for why your kin is not to be trusted. And the act of killing himself through battle does nothing to rectify what he has done to us. If he truly wished to make amends to those who wronged, those who he has wronged, he would complete the task that he was set, for which he is uniquely qualified. Reliability and honesty. You speak of honor. He clearly has none of it. And if he truly wished to restore his honor, it would be in completing this task. All I see is a dwarf once again servicing himself, which is what I have learned I should always come to expect.
You've been wronged. It's true. There's no doubt about it. Everyone agrees. He is going to take, even though I understand it obviously does not affect your situation, I thought you should know that he's going to take the ultimate dwarven way to deal with such dishonor that he's caused, but it does not rectify your situation. I think Darren's coming, by the way. I pinged him and he pinged me back, just that that he's realizing the situation.
Is he on? Yeah, time change, right? I should have
Yeah, I
said
think so.
second weekend.
Yeah. So he just sent me like a forward, a quick like, whoa.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Travis thinks that's great. I mean, Darren, he's I rarely misses a session, so
Yeah.
I'm glad that it's a time change to blame.
As soon as he gets himself together. But so I understand. It all makes sense to me. I would, and I don't know what I can say. I can't say anything to change your mind about any of it. I agree with you've been wronged. As far as judging all dwarves by Grozum's actions, I think that's a mistake, obviously. But, we have the Slayer's Oath for this reason, that we look down on a behavior like this.
But as you said, that simply restores his honor. It does nothing to those he has wronged. You may see value in that.
Mm-hmm.
Those who do not have such values would see it as foolish and selfish.
But now he'd said he's going to take the oath after the job is over, so not before. So as far as discussing with him how to proceed from here, I mean, I am open to suggestions from yourself of how to proceed. Obviously, it'd be helpful if we have a meeting with him here, but
no problem, Darren. We all figured that was the case. I forgot to set a reminder once again because I don't remember there being such a big gap in time change between North America and Europe as there is this year.
Yeah,
it seems a lot earlier.
Yeah. Sorry, Thogdan, what were you saying?
I'm meeting with we're meeting with Ohar, Alwyn. Ohar's pissed, blah blah blah. So
yep.
So I'm open to your guidance of how to proceed. Perhaps we do some. What would you have? I am not necessarily entirely privy, Ohar, to what your wishes are. What would you wish him to do at this? I mean, I know he knows. What is it in broad strokes that you would have him do? So I know.
What I would have him do, if he truly wishes to restore his honor in our eyes, it seems we have no say in the manner in which the rat men are dealt with. But following its conclusion, assuming that there is still something that can be done, there is not a hydrological engineer within the Empire as qualified as he to complete this task. Before he makes his peace with your gods, if he truly wishes to honor the debt that he owes us, it would be to complete the task for which he was retained, seeking only instructions from us and no further lies.
And so to do that, what specifically would he need to do? What would he need to complete? What would it be exactly?
Well, I would have thought you would have understood that.
I may just be forgetting that I've been told all this.
He was originally hired to drain the flooded areas. There's a elven colony that was originally on the site of the city, but
Gotcha.
It's been inaccessible for, that's the reason the Skavens seem to be digging up into here, is because there's elven ruins that are currently flooded, that Grozum was hired to drain. As a hydrological engineer, was working towards draining those areas so that they can gain access to their people's history.
Draining it, right? Got it. How do I know how close he is to finishing? Do we know?
Well, that's going to be however far he is along. You're kind of going to be back at square one once you flood things, because it'll be changing the circumstances. So,
yep. But currently, is he like close to finish, or is it half? Do we know?
They were pretty close.
Okay.
What's the alternative? I mean, are you suggesting we send a force of your people down there to deal with the Skaven instead of flooding the tunnels? I mean, flooding the tunnels would cleanse your precious ruins of any Skaven taint as well.
Have we a say in the resolution of that?
I don't know if it's been discussed.
These are not elven lands. Our voice and the way these decisions have been made. To your knowledge, I understand.
Well, I think the decisions were made given our resources, meaning that our party went down to try to deal with this and got overrun multiple times at some loss to ourselves. And so given
Single tear for the axe.
Yeah, I almost brought it up, but I figured it was inappropriate at this time. That it would, given our resources, that we did not have the manpower to face them down otherwise. But if you think there's another way, I mean, I don't think. I think it should be brought up. I think it should be brought up with Grumble Shield, that if there's a way to beat back the Skaven that we do not currently have, I cannot think of why. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. We're not opposed to it. I
don't think that's ever been contemplated as a thing. There are effectively an unlimited supply of Skaven down there.
And I'm just bringing, and so I'm bringing this up to Ohar for him to realize it. I mean, that's my angle. You know what I'm saying? If you got something, bring it, Ohar. Don't keep it to yourself.
Give us a charm check at hard, please.
Oh, that's gonna be awful. Somebody get ready to step in here.
Never know.
That's what I put ones on these dice for.
There you go.
That's also where they put 99s on there. Do you wish to take that critical of critical failures, or?
I'll reroll it.
Okay.
Let's see.
It's impressive.
If you're gonna fail it, you just go.
Yeah, you know, at least make him remember you.
That's right. Let's just get a normal failure, please, right here. Let's root for that. There you go. Look at that 13.
Your target number's a -8.
Yeah. I was aiming for a 5. I needed a 5.
Yeah. Good.
Wow.
Holy shit. Wow. Your charm skill is a 5?
My charm is 12. My fellowship is 12.
Your fellowship is a 12.
That was my worst. I mean, right off the bat, that was my my crash.
Wow. Okay. So yeah,
it needs recovery every time. It's like, wait, what? What happened?
So, I think when you start proposing, that, what would you send people down there and whatnot, he just stops talking. He glares at you and says, I think I've had my fill of dwarves. Collect your things and leave.
Well, the issue here is we've given our word to Grozum.
This is my establishment. Leave, dwarf. You've breathed enough of my air.
you're going to be snippy about it, and I get up and gather my.
As you do so, you can hear him mutter once again. Once again, a dwarf who cowers with honor.
I can hear you, and as I go out the door.
Okay. So, I think Grozim is waiting outside. If there is anything you guys have left upstairs, you're escorted up there to collect it, and then you are all put onto the street.
Okay.
Rosam's around.
Could have gone worse.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
So,
Rosam's here.
Grozim's there, yeah.
Well, that went about as expected, I suppose. Grozim.
Yeah, they want you to finish, but they don't seem to have a second alternative plan. So
He looks back. What? So hold on,
Well,
just so there's not a misunderstanding here. What he's proposing is that he finish the task after the flooding.
right.
Orhar is under no illusions that he's going to be able to stop whatever the flooding is. What he said is that if Grozim really wants to get his honor back, he'd complete the job that he was tasked, which is get the flood, drain the ruins after this task.
Okay. So Grozim, he wants you to finish the job. I think you could. Ohar's never going to be probably gracing us at a meal table, but at the same time, it seems his big main focus is maybe twofold, but ultimately tertiary. He wouldn't say tertiary. He would say secondarily. He would secondarily he wasn't consulted, but primarily, what is going to happen to these elven relics that he has contracted you to dig out of the muck, to drain around, and so if you would agree to finish the job after the flood to re-drain it for him to get what he contracted you for, that's really his main. That won't make everyone friends, but that's really what he's after here.
He seems perplexed. What? He still wants me to complete that.
Very much. He thinks you are uniquely, however he put it in his elven tongue, that you are uniquely qualified in all the land. You are the one to drain it. You did not. I don't think he meant to compliment you, but he does want his elven artifacts, and you are the one to do it. And if you would leave, I mentioned your plans after leaving, and it didn't move him much because he wants his job finished. If you'd finish it,
You told him of the oath.
I did. Don't be mad. It needed to come up. It's part of the situation.
No wonder he did not understand. Elves could not understand. Manlings could not understand this.
I agree, but he's not going to understand anything unless the job's done. That's his focus. He conceded he cannot deal with the Skaven. There's no plan B. He conceded this, but he wants the job finished after it's flooded. That's his, and he expects you to finish it. And he's quite cross that he had no input at all, and he's just sitting off on his own while everyone made all these decisions without him. And he's got cause on that, Grozim. He does, as we know. So I think if you agreed to finish the job after the flooding, you'd, I think it's a good idea, Grozim. I think it's a good idea.
He turns away and he's still for a bit. I suppose a year's delay in taking the oath would not be, if it was a sin, it's one compounded with the others. So, say, tinder in a forge, as they say.
Especially considering the delay is directly pertaining to the reason for your actions thereafter. It's to mitigate the situation as best as one can.
The only one who could do it, eh?
That's what he said, right? And I look around.
Yes, that is what he said.
You know he's right. The manlings haven't a clue down there.
This is true.
Ohar knows
It's
this.
not anything you need tell me. I've worked with him, now. Well, yes, then. If we survive this, I will do as I promised. They will have access to their ruins. And I will then take the oath.
Understood.
I will tell him such. He turns and kind of storms back into the
He's
room
not in a
leading this.
great mood, and as the door closes, I'm trying to put that in there.
So it leaves the four of you alone.
So we did what we could. Where's lunch?
Yeah.
Let's go to the tavern.
It's true.
I believe it's evening right now, so yeah, taverns would definitely be open.
Yeah, we need to price secure some lodging too.
True.
Well, I had to deal with the aftermath of what the spies you guys uncovered last time, too.
Yeah.
Our first place burned down. Our second place we got thrown out. Let's go for a third.
Yep.
I mean, I hear there's a flood coming, so I imagine. All right, so then with that, unless you wish to, go anywhere or do anything but until Grozum comes out, he will come out, and then Grozum needs to go and meet up with Anderhart's men to get the last of the blasting powder prepared.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys going to do for your evening?
I mean, you need Fognoth needs a little tavern time, and maybe do you have beds there? I can't remember. Do they have any accommodations?
You probably have, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably just hit the tavern, see what they got.
Yeah.
Whether it's a even a what would you call it? A common area. Some of those places just have, not rooms, but like a big room that everyone just sacks out in.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Dorm. That's what I'm looking for. Like a dorm situation.
Yeah. There we go. Just get myself organized here. I did grab Rough Night. Oh, Rough Nights and Hard Days.
Nice.
So what about the spies? Have you any concerns about that?
I forgot to mention him. I would have. I was so.
Yeah.
You were so poignant on point that I would have brought up the. Otherwise, I would have brought the signs. Let's see.
There's a concern.
It's just really. I mean, that they be there for us it's perfectly understandable since we've been down there multiple times. and that they be on Grozum is also perfectly understandable, since they burned down his place and they're already planning on killing him with the assassins that came after us by accident, in essence.
Yeah.
Ohar's a possibility, but it seems like he's a little more removed, but possible. I don't know. I'm not sure what to specifically. The fact that there's a pack of them. So, do any of us know Skaven well enough that we know a pack of them means that they weren't just recon? That it was.
You're the Skaven expert.
What you guys would all know, just from your recent experience, is that typically they don't dissolve the way that the ones there did, because you've seen their bodies, many of them fall to your axe and hammer and arrows and swords and such. They did not dissolve the way that the ones that tried to kill you, right when you first met up with Grozum, nor the one that was on the roof tonight. So whether that's because they're on the surface or whether it's something, these are special Skaven, who knows?
I mean, do these remind us more of, since we fought the ones at Grozum's old place and we fought plenty down below, do the ones that we fought at Grozum's old place stand out as more along the lines of what we saw just now?
Yeah, definitely.
Different, some kind of
special
operation.
It really wasn't so much a fight with them this time, just because Alwyn used one of his elven arrows, which may be a limited supply going forward. Now, we'll use that to down them. So you haven't faced them hand to hand. Last time you did face them, they were much more capable than what the hordes you faced downstairs in the Warren were.
But that probably means they're a different tribe, potentially, or a different faction, and they might even be working with this wizard or merchant, or it might be a different group involved here to the ones underneath.
And then you wonder how much they know of our current.
It's just it seems a bit of a coincidence after we'd done the job for that merchant that they surfaced. Maybe even he sent them after us. I wouldn't put it past that. Rather rude gentleman.
I missed that meeting, but I'll take your word for it. Indeed.
Valtane Anderhart is Thognoth's Princess Rao. I think it's a joke that only Carl would get, but we have a running joke in this running recurring NPC in that campaign. Carl's character, it took him more than a year and a half of play to actually meet him, just because the way that the timing worked out, he never was around. When they actually met with her. So,
I don't know what to do with it. I'm not sure if there's anywhere to take that information. I mean, other than make sure Ohar should know about it, because it could be coming for him. I mean, I think it's probably more for us, but Ohar, everyone should know. Ohar should know. Did we tell Grozum? Did we tell Grozum about the spy?
I don't know if there was time. You guys, you have told Ohar that there were Skaven spies outside, but I'm not sure you had any follow up, because you kind of had that meeting and then there was the blow up and you were invited to leave.
Only I can think of is the main thing is make sure everyone knows, of the latest threat. So that's what we should definitely do.
Okay.
I think it means one of us, or we need to keep watch tonight.
Yeah.
Fear they may try again tonight.
Not be alone. Just keep a watch.
Okay.
A common room may be a good choice.
Yeah.
Okay. then, why don't we have... so anything else you wish to discuss with Grozem before you guys head to the tavern?
We definitely tell him that. Make sure he knows. Whatever he doesn't know, we know he knows. And
Okay.
we'll tell him we'll be at the tavern if he wants to come down and join us for a bit of self-medicinal situation.
He has preparations to do, and he feels that his there's a level of clarity that will come, but with some booze, but he has work he needs to get done.
What is his anticipation of timing of going down?
Tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Hopefully they are less active during the day, and though what he'll ask you is if you think that the spies that you saw, does that mean they know your plan? If so, there's no time to waste.
Oh no, I don't know. Can't say what they've managed to put together, cobble together, information wise. They've seen the meetings, probably. I mean, they've seen who's coming and going. What they've heard is hard to say.
Do they know of the blasting powder?
Well, don't know how they would.
Skaven are conversant with such things.
It is possible.
Yeah.
They talk with the vermin of the streets as well, I feel.
We may not have time for final calculations then. He recommends a tavern to you. That says, be ready. If I know and our heart for anything, it is as a decisive thinker. We may be going sooner than later to avoid having afforded the Skaven time to enact a countermeasure or thwart our plan. The risk is too high. I'll return once I've reported. And he heads off to speak to Voltaine. And he gives you the name of a local tavern.
Okay.
Pretty good.
So, Darren, would you give us a percentile roll, please? It's a good thing you didn't roll 82, because, I mean, it would have been... Uh-oh! Wait. Oh, no. So, as you guys are settling in this tavern, you're able to find a place where you can get yourself seats. It's, for everyone else in this tavern, it really just seems like any given night, right? So you guys are settling down. Everyone, it's the, people are laughing and other people are drinking and whatever. What's the mood among the party as you guys are settling down and getting your drinks brought to you?
Probably subdued, I would think.
This is from the Dark Eye, but I think it's there you go.
Nice.
Excuse me.
Yeah, subdued, but I think it's there's a little bit of it's good to have the air cleared there's a minor positive that everyone's on the same page here. The secrets have subsided a bit. You know, Ohar's in the know, and there's a plan. You know, there's a plan. And everyone's on the same page, including Ohar, on the whole thing. I mean, everyone's not thrilled, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's a plan, and here we go. I might still find my axe too, going back down.
Possibility.
What the rest of you?
I think Talther's a little subdued. You know, doesn't like the danger that everyone's in, and then now Orhar is upset. I don't know. Just hopes nothing goes wrong. And then the spies.
Yeah.
He's like, if they're really after us, a common room's not going to stop them, and he'd be worried about anybody getting hurt in the crossfire.
You do recall them using poison gas before, and trying to get everybody out of a common room all at once is probably not going to be a easy task for sure. What about Katarina and Alwyn?
Alwyn's just keen to get this done. He just wants to get to the next day, get these explosives put in place, flood the tunnels, and then hopefully we can move on and get on with what we're meant to be doing, and not get caught up in this dispute and squabble between these factions, and get away from this Skaven that seem to be hunting us or following us. So yeah, keen to get on and get away from this place.
Yeah. I think Katarina's still similar. We need to get back, finish stuff here, and get back. The quicker, the better.
Okay. So it is, after an hour, still no sign of Grozim yet. Alwyn, you are up, and you've grabbed drinks, and you're on your way back to the table. And let's see here. Alwyn, give us a perception check at challenging. And Katarina, Talther, and Thognoth, give us a perception check at difficult, please.
I think I shall try that again.
Okay.
No.
I think Talther's sleeping very light tonight.
The helmet fully over his head.
Yeah.
I think they bought Thognoth his helmet with the kind of the logic of like a kid getting a snowsuit. Like, oh, he'll grow into it. It'll be...
Yeah.
Okay, so currently... Alwyn, is that your reroll?
Yep.
Okay. Talther, you notice this. Alwyn, you don't think anything of it. As you're coming back, there's an old man who kind of bumps into you. But Talther, you look up at your walk as you're seeing this, Alwyn come back with the 4 mugs. The serving girl goes by and says to Alwyn, like, "You're doing my job." And what you pick up, Talther, is you're not distracted by this serving lady. You can see that the old man, after bumping into Alwyn, does this kind of like notification or kind of like sign to a group of 5 thugs who are sitting at a table. And they're kind of like,
Wait till Alwyn gets back to the table and take
four
the
drinks are
mugs.
put
It's
down.
like, you kind of like gesture at Alwyn from to lean in, and then I'll whisper that there's some thugs eyeballing us.
I think at that point he would immediately think, "Where's my money kept?"
Your money still seems to be
Okay,
there, yeah.
because he's done that trick before.
They look a bit burly, or
And the guy that bumped into me's joined them at the table.
Nope.
Oh, he isn't.
Are you looking over there?
Yeah.
I guess you are, yeah. Give us a stealth check, please. Yeah, it would be stealth, I think. Challenging, please. It's contested.
Challenging. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to, hide it by turning over and kind of scritching Astrid's head. You can see there are 5 of them that are there. They have the look of, back alley thugs. I suspect obviously you would never indulge in such things. In your past life, you know that it's not unheard of for people to roll, either visitors or whatnot in a pub. Although typically they rarely want to fight on fair terms.
yeah.
Alan, you don't have any lore related to like banditry or anything like that, do you?
I've got local law. That's all.
That wouldn't be that, but let's see here. Why don't you give us an intuition check, please? And we'll set this at... I think we'll set it at challenging.
Okay. Oof.
Not far off. You want to re-roll that?
Yeah, let's give it a go. No.
Oh, that's so close. So what? I mean, you're not landing on it. What would they do? Why'd that old guy bump into you?
Yeah. Like I say, I've given myself a bit of a sort of pat down. Can I see any sort of marks or anything that, as if he'd done something?
Are you talking this out loud? Talther, you can give us a challenging intuition as well.
30, and that's the straight up eye, right?
It's on a.
Oh no, intuition is a skill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Intuition. Oh, there it is. Okay. Challenging. Now.
You want to?
Yeah, I suppose I can afford one.
Yeah. 38's not a abysmal.
There we go.
It's not a 12, for instance.
Well, I don't have any training in it. But,
Easy.
yeah.
So, I think what happens, Talther, is you're looking at this stuff and you think back. What was your assigned task when we first met Talther in this campaign?
Oh, he was always looking after the old guy that needed his hands held when he went drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things that
him.
did cross your mind before, in the many, many days and hours that you lost listening to that old sailor, rant about Manon and lost friends and whatnot, it's got to be great to slip something in his fucking drink. If that old guy bumped into Alwyn, you're looking down at the drinks that you guys are about to consume.
I kind of, I got to look down at the mug and then kind of half glance over to the table and then just run my finger along the top of the mug to get a little bit of the liquid and taste it.
Do you have any kind of skill that would?
No, I think it's mostly just to appeal himself. Just
Yeah. Okay. Let me see here.
double check.
I think. What would it be? It's not a
I guess
craft.
it'd be more noticeable if there was a change of colour or something, rather than taste,
Yeah.
probably.
Well, I mean, like he could if he was trained in I think it's trade alchemy.
Yeah,
Is
maybe.
what's
I've only got trade smuggling. That's all I got.
yeah. So like you taste it and like it tastes like booze, so you would not know what any kind of thing, and presumably you wouldn't make use of something that was noticeable in there, right?
No, of course not. But it's just mostly
My clever peppermint flavored poison. No one's any the wiser ever.
just trying to reassure himself.
Yeah, so you do so and taste it. The others can see Talther doing that. Do you say anything?
Yeah, after a moment or two, I'll kind of lean over to Alwyn and say, "You didn't get close to the drinks, did he?"
I mean, yeah, the old guy was right there.
Maybe, yeah. And I'll sort of look down at them, see if I can see anything that's still like mixing in or anything that's some powder or something. But
Yeah,
Talther he'll just shrug and say, "Well, I'll go first. If anything happens, don't drink your drinks." And he'll toss his back.
Okay. That's one. I mean, you're fine to do that, and you do have some narrative meta currencies you can use to try and escape the stuff, but what do you have to do potentially later tonight or early tomorrow?
Well, I don't imagine if they're trying to drug us, it's going to last forever.
Remember how long hangovers last in this game?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're okay with your character going in with potentially like minus 30 to all of his skills,
That's a good point.
remember? Because that's how a hangover functions in this game.
Maybe he'll take a sip of it instead instead of drinking the whole thing.
Okay?
Would that affect it at all?
Again, like you've got no frame of reference, so who knows? You also have no proof that they actually did do so. That does seem like an explanation for why the guy would have bumped into him and then gone. You're free to drink it, but just mechanically,
Yeah, I think I'll err on the side of caution and just say, whisper that there might be something in the drink, so let it go through your beard instead of drinking it, if you got one.
Through my beard.
Let them think you drank it.
and looking round, where did this old guy go?
he's
Is he
just
still
sitting
in the
elsewhere
bar?
at the bar.
Oh, so he's gone somewhere else.
Yeah.
He's not joined them. Okay.
I guess he
Well,
could. The old guy is on his own too.
Should we have a word with him?
Yeah, that would seem to be the most direct course. I'm probably the most intimidating, I'm guessing. I could be wrong, but and the least charming, by the way, just so we know.
I never guessed.
So I'll hop off my manling stool
Okay.
and head on over.
I can back him up with Astrid. Just as a bit of intimidation, maybe, if he looks around.
Okay.
Indeed.
So you guys head over. Let me just make a perception check for this guy. See if he's.
I think Talther will keep an eye on thugs to make sure they don't come up behind the others.
You got it. Boy. I need a perception check, guys. Where did my dice go?
Oh, I hate that.
How the fuck did it get over there? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah.
Magic.
Ooh. Ooh. All right. Here we go. He is absolutely oblivious to you guys making your way over. So you are there behind this old guy before he has a chance to react. What do you guys do?
I will, I'll nestle up to him a bit on his far shoulder, and I'll say,
I mean, let's be honest, Thognoth, his right hip, I guess.
let Thognoth have his own way of thinking of it, and says, you wouldn't foul a man's drink, would you? And I'm going to give him a very stern look.
Okay.
And a little poke with my elbow.
Okay. Would you give us an intimidate check? Now, intimidate or the aiding another, is it +1 success level?
I would have said +10. You know, so you're in the same.
I can't remember. If it's, yeah.
I think it's +10.
I don't. Is +10 to the skill roll, not +1 success level?
That's my memory, but that's.
I thought it was to the skill level, but
Let's see. Let's see. Where would it be? Where would it be? Where would it be?
It would be right at the start of the section on. So I'm trying to put Batman dice away.
Looks like 155 in the CRB.
Okay.
Left column.
Distance.
There we go. Assistance. So you need to have 1 advance in the skill. And then +10 to the test. Yeah, absolutely. So you've got +10 to your roll there, Thognoth. And other, so it's a challenging test because it'll be contested by his cool.
Okay.
And let me make the check. I'm getting. If you get anywhere close to it, oof. Remember, it is a contested roll, so that still could be a success. But you want to make it a better success.
Yes. Whoa. Let's see. Yeah. Sure. Last one. Let's see. I'll roll again.
How's fortune? Well, pools run shadow for dwarves.
Indeed. Let's see.
I've got CCR in my head now. There was a Fortunate Son joke to be made there, but rather than that, I've just got the fucking song got mad now. All right. So when you say that, would you foul another man's drink? There's kind of a and beer comes out of his nose because I critically failed his cool check. As that happens, I think you can, Talther, you can see that some of the thugs are stirring at the table. And that's where we'll take our mid-session break. And then we'll come back and see what happens next. So for those listening at home, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. All right. Let's see here. In the event that things get scrappy, I should make sure I get some stock thugs ready here. Let's see here. Yeah. Here we go.
Isn't brawling a basic melee? Or is that a different thing? Yep, there it is.
It's a separate thing. Yeah, it's not basic melee. Is like hand
Lovely.
weapons. Okay, and need. Set this aside for a second. There we go. Guys, I have rules for arm wrestling. Don't worry.
Nice.
This comes down to a shoehorned in, homage to Over the Top.
Mm-hmm.
We're there. Did I mention that one of them was a trucker and he has a kid with him?
There you go.
Nice.
I feel like I forgot that. Okay. Warhammer puns. There is a sidebar in Rough Nights and Hard Days that is in trouble. In with two N's.
That's funny.
Nice.
Yep, I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. All right. Oop, hey, get out of my way. All right. So, we have this old fella with his beer out of his nose. He's trying to clean, a mixture of snot and beer from his shirt as he turns to face you. What do you mean?
We think you made an adjustment to our ale.
I don't. And he looks up and sees you and realizes who you are. And it's rare you get to witness the moment, when all blood loses someone's head. And he kind of begins falling to the side like he's going to faint. One of you could stop him, or you can just let him hit the ground.
Yeah, I ain't gonna jump in.
Boom,
Yeah,
he's down on the
so.
ground. And the... let me roll for the... I think one of the bouncers says, all right, that's enough out of you. And he pushes past, starts pushing past people in your direction. It seems like he is going for the old guy, not you guys, though. So he grabs him, and as he's kind of woozy and up, and he's dragging him towards the door, what he says, you can hear him say, they paid me. They paid me. And you look over at the table of 5 thugs. There's no question when there's a look between the two of you. Alwyn, Thognaught, you're unfortunately not being able to see quite through all of them. But Alwyn, you can see, and there's a look of recognition. What do you do? They all kind of look at one another. You think that you see their nerve break. I just roll a cool for them. And they all kind of are grabbing their stuff, and they're getting ready to leave.
Because Talfoot had already pointed them out to us, so
Yeah.
Thognaught knows which ones they were as well.
Yeah.
What do you see, Alwyn? I'm peeking over something, trying to... What's going on?
It confirms it's that table of lowlifes in the corner. They look like they're getting ready to leave.
Is it time for a scuffle?
Well, I hope not. My ankle's killing me.
Oh, yeah. Thognaught's back's still out, too.
I'll see your ankle and I'll raise you a back.
I think you did think about getting up on that stool to take a better look, that now vacant stool, but ooh, yeah.
Like, as much as I'd like to teach some thugs a lesson, I don't want to have a dislocated
Well,
shoulder.
you guys are separated from one another across a bar,
That's
right?
great.
So, what are you, Alwyn and Thognoth, what are you guys doing? Alwyn, you're the one who actually can see where these guys are getting up and getting ready to and leaving.
Alan,
Maybe-
I don't know how we can. What's?
I was just saying maybe they could just pay for some replacement drinks in the situation.
Don't know if I can put up with it. It's possible. I tell you, if my back felt better, I would charge right now. But maybe you're right. 2 rounds, Alwyn. 2 rounds. Let's go.
We're
Okay.
heading their direction then.
Man. Let's get stock thug number 3 up to the table. So you're able to make your way through and intercept where they are. And Alwyn, what do you say?
I believe you may have cost us a round of drinks, and we're looking for some sort of compensation of the financial nature.
I don't know what you're talking about, you fuck! Out of the way!
Watch that mouth, manling.
You watch yourself, dwarf. There's a lake we could toss you in.
I don't think I can take that anymore. I think I attack. That's enough. That's enough of that. That's enough of that nonsense.
Okay, then why doesn't everyone go ahead and click on initiative? And we're
If I throw my shoulder out, I'm blaming Thognoth.
We went over to make peace. To settle it like manlings.
Yeah, Dwarven Peace just looks a little different than Manling Peace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
So this is the dwarven version of giving him a piece of my mind. That's a headbutt, by the way.
okay, and initiative. Here we go. All right. Okay, so if you have made your
actually that good
intentions,
at brawling.
yeah, you made your intentions clear. It's brawling is what you're wanting to use for this. Let's see here. Oop, that is.
Sincerely hope Katarina is much better at brawling than I am.
Maybe.
Mine's a 25.
I mean, if she jumps into that, that is going to be a sin point.
Yeah, if they attack me.
But you guys are sitting at the table right now.
Mhm.
So,
I think that those two have it. They're fine.
okay.
I'll offer some advantage by cheering them on.
Do we have the damages for? I mean, it's got to be in the table here, right?
For a
Unarmed.
fist, that's your.
Yeah, unarmed strength bonus and undamaging, which
Got a cat with the zoomies running behind me. Holy cow. The kitten I got for my wife during Christmas. She is thriving and running everywhere.
great.
Nice.
My parents are because my sister's moving. My parents are watching her cat, and there is so many photos of that cat I'm getting in a regular group chat.
Nice.
It's a lovely cat, but like, oh boy.
Right.
Actually, I start calling it a cat now. It's about a year old.
All APs are doubled against undamaging weapons.
Okay.
Okay. Further, you do not automatically suffer a minimum 1 wound on a successful hit. All right. So, ooh, and then there's the grappled option as well. We can get the grappled condition, which is not on the screen. Dagnambit.
Magnabbit indeed.
Mm-hmm. Consarnate even.
Yeah.
Sassafras. Okay, I'm out of my prospector curses now.
That unarmed entry is on 294. If anyone wants to give yourselves an unarmed weapon, in essence.
Mm-hmm.
Entry on your combat under your combat tab.
Prefer to use my words, unless it's a life or death situation.
Fair enough.
I know you don't wear glasses, but I'm pretty sure you were pushing up glasses in the middle while you were saying, "Oh, your character." Actually, I prefer to use my words. Here we go. Conditions. Okay, grappled.
Palther is a little bit of a pretty boy, so what can I say?
Entangled. Yeah. Not the face. Not
Gotta
the
keep that
face.
nose unbroken.
Okay, so when you're entangled, you may not move, and all your actions involving movement of any kind suffer -10. You can remove entangled condition if you win an opposed strength test with a source of it, with each success level removing an entangled condition. Okay, then Thognoth, you were the one who was the lippiest. So let's start with you are currently outnumbered 2-1. So they have you're not suffering any penalty, but go ahead and give us a opposed. So challenging, unarmed, or what is it? Brawling, please.
Okay.
My first one succeeded by 3.
Got a bad feeling about this. Let's see. And do I need to? So I do not have the brawling specialization.
So then you're just rolling weapon skill.
Okay.
Okay.
And I don't need to put in any penalty for not having it, right?
No, and that includes your penalty for your back.
Oh, it doesn't. No.
So what's
Good
that?
reminder. So it should be against a 35.
Jeez.
Oh, it's just a failure by 4. Okay, I'm just checking. Whew. Okay, so that is 6 entangled conditions on Thognoth as he's dragged down by the first of these 2 thugs. And the second one, I think, is gonna... Ooh, he's gonna do the same thing. Go ahead and give us another weapon skill check there, Thognoth. Fuck me, I got a crit.
And do I have a modifier now because I've entangled 6?
You do not. I think it's just that you cannot move when you're entangled. Okay. And maybe you do. Hold up, let me... I read it out and then completely forgot. Let's see here. You're entangled. So entangled is... Oof, yeah, I end up -10 on all actions. So it's -30, I guess.
Per level?
No. It's just net. The way that the conditions, your entangled 6 just means how many success levels you need to get yourself free.
Gotcha.
They've got a crazy grapple on you right now, basically.
Okay. So I should have -10.
-30, including your back.
Third. Oh, and that, yeah. Good point. Here you go.
So you're basically being choked out. They got a critical success. They beat you by 10 success levels. So Thognoth's helmet falls off as one of them locks, around his big girthy throat. I think rather than imposing a further critical on you, I'm just going to say you're choked into unconsciousness right now. Okay. So Thognoth, that is what they did with Thognoth. Alwyn, 2 of them are going to try and grapple you.
Okay.
So go ahead and give us a unarmed Brawling. I succeeded by 3.
Oh, 2.
Okay. So they've got grappling 1 on you right now.
Can I spend a point to increase that?
Sorry, it would be 3. I forgot they're outnumbered.
Oh, so
So it actually, like, I got 3 plus 2 more, so it's 5.
you're right. Yes, I wouldn't.
Okay. So one of them grabs hold of you. The other one's going to try and do the same. That is another opposed roll now at -10.
-10.
Yeah. I succeeded by 4.
Oof, nowhere near.
Okay. So, unfortunately, it's opposed, so they've got a solid grip on you as well. Because that's a 10 I've got on you. So they drag you. Both Thognoth and Alwyn are on the ground right now with these guys. The other one is going to walk over and try and kick you in the face, Alwyn. You can give us it's -10 again, but give us a brawling. Nice. So I succeed. Actually, he misses you. So he tries to kick you in the face, but misses. That is
too many of them.
Yeah. Let's see here. I think you're getting choked out as well. I didn't get a crit on you. Let me see what a... Thognoth, give us a challenging endurance test at -30, -30. Let's see, give you a chance to try and, before you fully, pass out. You are a dwarf after all. There you go! So you are completely in their control right now, but you're not gaining any stunned conditions.
Okay.
So you're starting to see stars. Alvin, why don't you do the... you didn't get a crit on you. They've just got you well and truly under control. Katarina. So from where you can see, it looks like these 5 guys have jumped on Thognoth and Alwyn, and they've dropped to the ground, and you can't see what's going on right now. What do you do?
I can't see either of my companions.
No, your companions have dropped down with 4 of them, and then one of them looks like he tried to kick Alwyn, but you can't see whether he was successful or not.
Okay. I'm going to walk over there and see.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to walk over there and see what's going on. Say, hey, what is going on here?
Okay.
There's no fighting and when we're drinking.
Talther, what are you doing?
Can I do anything else, or is all I can
No,
do
you can picture like the whole bar in a bar fight. Everyone's kind of jumping up at the same time, so you're able to sort of shoulder your way over, and you can see precisely what's happened. 2 of the guys are choking out Alwyn. 2 are choking out Thognoth, and one of the guys is trying to kick Alwyn while he's down.
I can't cast a spell this round.
No.
Okay.
Talther?
Yeah. Talther's going to do similar. He's going to get up on his feet, wincing at his ankle, and try to push his way over there. He's not engaging in the fight yet. He's just trying to get closer.
Okay, so you're over there as well. Thognoth, you try and get free?
I'll try.
So that is a strength check at -30.
All right.
And it'll be opposed. You are fortunately stronger than this guy. Oh, fuck. I got 5 degrees of success.
Negative.
Oh my god! You guys may think that I'm making too many, is Jeff rolling your dice things? But Jeff rolled 3 nat 1s in his first 4 rolls last night. So apparently you've got your...
Well, somebody has to pay the consequences for your dice.
Right.
Rolls.
Indeed.
Okay, let's see here.
We're meant to kill monsters, not fight people.
Indeed.
Rolling.
Also, you're fighting with suboptimally here.
and injured.
So you don't gain any new levels. You just don't manage to free yourself whatsoever. And when you can hear one of them, their breath fucking reeking of stink, says, "We're going to throw you in the lake, dwarf." Alan,
Muttering and sputtering.
would you like to try and get free?
Yep, so strengthen it.
Yeah.
Oh, just checking my...
I only succeeded by 1.
Can I use this? Strong edge.
Strong back. Yes.
Yeah.
You got 16 success levels to fight back, so yeah, take every advantage you can.
Yeah.
Well, I've got that too, I think. I'll have to remember that.
What is it?
So if you only got 1 level in it, nice. So it's 3.
Yeah, it gives me +1 level, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and I succeeded by 1, so then that'll be 2. So you're starting to try and get yourself free. You're only down by 14 success levels now. So there you go.
I've got him on the ropes.
Exactly. I got them right where I on them. Then it is their turn. Okay. All right. So now it's another opposed strength test from these guys. Oh. Ooh, one of them did not roll well. So Alvin, give us a opposed strength check minus.
What am I on? -10 was it?
Minus
or
10.
Is it?
Yeah.
-10, yeah. Okay. Oof. I'm gonna re-roll that one.
Okay.
-10. Oh, just as bad.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so mine was by 4, by 2. So it's 3 net success levels. To your, let's grab a different colored dice, and I'll roll this with them. Oh, strength is 5. Oh boy. To your right arm. So one guy's got a hold of your right arm. It wrenches, and you take 8 points of damage. Armor does not protect.
Oof.
As he's wrenching your arm further back than it could go. The other one's going to try the same thing. Give us another opposed strength check, please.
Okay.
I succeeded by 4 this time.
Gosh, Struth.
Do you want to reroll that?
Yeah, I mean, you've already succeeded by 4. I've got -10. That's almost impossible.
That would be like 15 damage. So this is...
Oh, it's because of the...
Right, because the average success bonus goes into...
Yeah. I might as well... Can I choose my result?
And that would be a 5.
Oh, no, that's
if you're blowing resolve. You could do that.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't do much for this particular roll. You may want to save that for trying to get free.
Yeah. I'm going to do just a reroll.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so I succeeded by 4. So it's only 2, which means 7 more damage to the... Well, you can still subtract your toughness from it, though. Armor doesn't protect, but your toughness bonus would.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would be on -2, but my toughness...
To basically add your toughness bonus, twice your toughness bonus back in.
Yeah, I mean, that means I haven't taken hardly any damage, because I've got 5 toughness bonus. The first one was...
Well, the first one was like 10, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was thinking it was 8.
It was 8.
I could be wrong.
8? Okay, so take 3.
Yeah, and then another 1.
Okay.
I think that's right.
There you go. All right. And then the guy is going to kick you. Once again, so you can give us... This will be at minus... Yeah. -10.
Yep. Oh, he's trying.
Okay. He's successful this time, so... You take, let's roll hit location. That is to your, so your left arm. Your armor points would apply here. That is 9 points of damage.
So that's 3.
Okay.
Total.
And then Thognoth, would you give us a strength check at minus 30, please? Oh, fuck. Wow. So it hasn't come up in a while, but I just want to remind you guys, it's rolling low that you want to do in this game. And you've got no... Fuck, you've got no fortune. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 13. It's 13 damage, and I got a critical. So let's see here.
You know, I could give you the same message, Kevin. You don't have to roll criticals like every time. Like you're not
very true.
Like every time.
I'll switch dice after this roll. So it's 13. That means you take 18 points of damage. You can subtract your toughness from that.
Okay.
What's your toughness bonus, or your toughness bonus?
5.
Okay. So you'll take 8 points of damage as it wrenches your left arm.
So you said what was the total though? You said 18 total?
18 total, yeah.
So 13. So I take
13
damage.
That's right. Yeah, fuck me. Then give us a percentile roll, please. Take 1 more wound. Your left arm is sprained as you suffer a torn muscle injury.
This is the exact reason I didn't want to get into a fight.
Okay.
That's a minor... it's a minor muscle injury in your left arm.
Skavens couldn't take us out, but 5 random thugs.
Go. Well, they're not allowing you to fight with your, the things you guys are used to. All right, that's all the... No, that was one of the thugs on you. Okay. You took 13 damage, is that right?
I took 4, then you told me 1 more, so I'm at 14 total.
Right. Okay, so you're at 1 then, right? Remember, it's counting down with this total.
I got you.
Yeah,
I was going the wrong direction then.
Yeah. Okay. Then the other one, give us another contested strength at minus 30. I actually failed by 1. Come on, Thognoth.
I mean, my target number is only 10, so it's either going to be bad or awful is really what we're looking at.
Fair enough. And a minus 30 is nothing to... All right. If this is Manling Chiropractic, you do not care for it at all. Let's see where this is hitting. This is... Fuck, that left arm again. So you're going to take... I failed by 1. That is 12 damage minus your...
Jeez.
Toughness. So that'd be 7, I guess you take. So
it just goes to 0.
Yeah.
It's critical.
So go ahead and give us a percentile roll once again.
All right.
3.
It's a good roll.
Jarred arm. 1 more wound. So you're already at 0. You drop whatever's in that hand. So I don't know what was. Maybe you still had your hand on the mug. It's finally let go. And then I think because you're at 0, don't you have to make that check to remain?
Definitely go prone. Let's see.
If you lose all your wounds, I might be thinking of Imperium Maledictum actually.
Yeah. I think you are, but there's still maybe something that happens.
So you got
I'm pretty sure I go
Yeah,
I
you
go
can't.
prone.
Yeah, you're prone. You cannot lose the prone conditions, and if you're not healed within your toughness bonus, so 5 rounds, you'll pass out and gain the unconscious condition.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So they are Katarina. You can fully see what's going on right now. Thognoth is that both of your fellows are getting, you know, an ass whooping, I think is what your folk would call that.
Okay. I'm gonna use a blessing of conscience against these thugs, and maybe they'll be overcome with shame.
Okay. So why don't you click on that? Let's see what it does.
Let's see what it does.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it won't let me. Like, click on the description?
I think that's,
Is that what you
yeah,
want?
that should display it in chat.
No, it just wanted me to roll.
Oh, well, if it's asking you to roll, you can go ahead because you're going to need to make that faith or whatever it is check anyway
For a check.
at challenging.
Yep.
Okay.
It's like in.
Description isn't.
Blessing of protection?
Oh, I did blessing of conscience. I hit the wrong one. It's blessing of conscience. It's
Okay.
not blessing of protection.
Blessing of conscience.
But
Okay,
it's
so
the
still
same.
a success, though.
Yeah, I can affect 2 more people, 3 people. Yeah, it's in the compendium, but I don't know how to display
Yeah,
that.
it's I've got it here on 221. I just
Mhm.
I'm just trying to figure out how to interpret that because they're already in the scrap. So I'll figure with that. They need to fail a routine willpower check in order to be affected. So
Yeah, it's the strictures of Shalia, which is to be peaceful, not fight,
okay,
that type of thing.
knock that shit off. So that is 3 you could affect, right?
Yeah, 3 of them.
Okay. Talther, what are you doing?
But it's probably more, please, gentlemen, please,
Okay.
and they,
Oh, Talther is going to be as nice
Sorry, John.
as
Which ones did you want to affect? Do you want the 3 that are kicking Alwyn, or the 2 that are on Thognoth, or they're all kind
Let's
of
get
together?
Yeah, the 2 on Thognoth, and then the one on Allen.
The one that's kicking them? Okay.
Yeah.
So sorry, John, what were you saying?
Talther's not going to be as nice as Katarina. They tried to poison our drinks. They were confronted. Now they're effectively almost killing his party members. So he's going to invoke a miracle of
It's a
Manon.
very interesting way of presenting the circumstances.
So, I mean,
Very interesting.
but he's not
Go
going
ahead.
to justify. So he's going to say, wrap it up or drown in the sea. And he's going to try to cast Drown Man's face on at least the 2 that are got Thognoth down.
Okay.
So I will fortune that.
Okay.
Manon's probably not very pleased with this, but nope.
Manon, if anybody, loves a good tavern brawl. So,
Yeah, but this is
Thognoth, you were also prone now. You're just hoarding these conditions.
I really am.
So, you want to try and free yourself again?
Maybe at this point.
So, I'm just checking to see what prone gives you. If there's anything, if there's further.
minus 20 to all movement tests, and opponents get a plus 20 to strike them if they're also not prone.
Yep.
Well, if I say you were kind of prone already grappling with these guys. So, only a minus 30 to your strength check if you'd like to try and free yourself.
I mean, he's got a 10% chance. It's an opposed test. He's probably just going to do terrible. I think he's going to. And he's got a tweaked arm now. In his back's killing him. I think he's going to save his strength. Is there? I don't think there's any. Yeah, you know what? He may even have a better chance of just he'll He'll try. Can he try to? Can he try to convince them to that he'd be a bad one to be an enemy of? And he says, you know, you should see my foes. I'll remember your face, manlings.
You can
I'll try to sputter out.
Minus 30 for your intimidate.
Okay, let's try it. Strength tests weren't going very well. So
There's an option in Resolve to ignore modifiers from critical wounds for a round if you want. Don't know if that'll help.
don't got it. That's all been burned a long time ago.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Oh, it was pretty close. That's as close as I've been to a roll like in an hour.
Yep. Okay. So, did I forget to tell you guys we're playing first edition Warhammer Fantasy now? So you guys all have 12% chance of succeeding in anything you're doing. All right, so you're sputtering this out, and I think, like, in your mind, it's this great, like, epic threat. You know, you at the head of a, you know, a dwarvish army standing before a Kazakh, and it really just comes out as kind of like,
yeah.
Alan.
I'm also going to try something else. I'm going to try and call Astrid over.
Okay.
Do you want me to
Minus
do a
10.
dog training sort of attempt of some sort?
Yep. So what is it, animal handling or?
Well, it's animal handling, but I've got a specialisation in dog.
Okay.
So that's, yeah.
Then go ahead
Minus
and
10?
Yeah, minus 10.
Yeah. Oh, they're close. They're close, but no.
The look that Astrid gives you is very cute. Right? Kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, good girl. Well done.
Good girl. Okay, then it is thug o'clock. I need to make some willpower checks here. Hold on.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's routine. Oh well.
Okay. So 1 succeeds, 2 succeed, and then the standing one. Critical success.
Jeez.
Yo, next, bitch!
Oh, they're gonna pay for that.
Okay. He is going for Katarina. But because the same way, he's having to kind of fight the crowd in order to try and get to you, so he's not able to actually attack this round. He's just able to get to you.
I do remind you, you will be cursed if you attack a priest of Shalia who's
Katarina,
not
give us
engaged in combat.
give us a charm check. I think this may be the turning moment, and make it charm at I think at average, please.
Okay. Oh, come on, I'm gonna re-roll that. Jeez.
This entire pub is full of chaos cultists. Like, yeah, fuck
Maybe.
Shalia.
You have a 75% chance. I got a 77.
Good lord. There you go.
Marginal.
All right, that is enough for
Not
the
much
crowd
better.
to turn on them. So he's trying to get to you, and they're like, "Hey, she's a priestess of Shalia!" And they all jump in and grab him. So he is sort of held back and not able to fight any longer because they did not like the idea of them bashing a priestess of Shalia.
Mm-hmm.
That does not help our allies, though.
Alas.
So the other two... Oh, gosh. Let me make a cool check for them. Okay. So the two, like, release you, Thognoth, and kind of toss you to the ground. When you do have the wherewithal to check, though, you will find your purse is gone. So your coins have been taken. Alwyn. you're still kicking and fighting. So give us a opposed strength check, -10 to your strength.
Yep.
And these two have left Thognoth on the ground. Hey, pretty good. I got actually 0 successes. So the one is not able to do any further. They're trying to wrench your arm. The other one, another contested strength, please.
Yep.
And that is.
Whoa. He's having a moment.
Nice. Unfortunately, it's not going to last a lot. You will take 7 points of damage, but it is you do get to subtract your toughness, so I guess just 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it is Katerina. So that one guy has been grabbed, is effectively entangled by a bunch of the bar patrons who didn't want to see you beaten up. What would you like to do?
So Thognoth is left alone on the ground, right?
Yeah, he's alone on the ground and kind of.
I'm gonna go over there and try to heal him or take care of him. So just you regular healing first, I guess.
Oh, we're just gonna do that. Okay.
Yeah,
So I think
not the blessing.
it's-
Unless I need to do the blessing. That messed up.
No, I think you can restore wound points still with a first aid.
Yeah.
So go ahead. I think it's a challenging check, and it's your intelligence bonus plus success level that he gets back. So what's your intelligence
No,
bonus?
Intelligence is 3, so 3 is not bad.
Okay. So Thognoth, you get 3 back, and then Thognoth, would you give us a hard perception check, please? That'll include whatever penalties you've got from prone and from your, grapple penalty from before. Your helm is not on, though, so you should not have that penalty. That was knocked off. Oh, and you're muted, Tushan. So, Tamo!
What's the difficulty again?
Hard, please.
All right. Okay.
Everyone's... I don't want to jinx it, but everyone's rows are on the upswing. Never mind. So, unfortunately, you're not going to notice until after this whole fracas is done that your coin purse has been pilfered.
Okay.
Talther, what are you doing?
This is just horrible. Maybe I can rile up the crowd to get them against the guys.
Just FYI, you could try and hit one of these guys who's grappling Alwyn too, right?
Yeah, but then I'm involved and I'm going to get my neck snapped.
Alwyn, if you were wondering how far as friendship is willing to go, you now have a limit.
I'm still annoyed with Astrid, to be honest. So he's further down the queue.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that everyone who has a rescue pup like Astrid has the disadvantage of inability to hold grudges, though. So
that comes later.
yeah,
yeah. I'll try my hand at riling up the crowd against these guys instead of
sure.
engaging in fisticuffs.
I think that's going to be. That's going to be a leadership check, and
right.
I think we'll make it at average as well, because it's clear these guys don't have a lot of respect for, a priestess who was trying to bring an end to this. So go ahead and give us a leadership check.
He's gonna shout out and say, "You're gonna let these thugs who would dare attack a priest of Shalia poison drinks and, manhandle your patrons?"
We cut to 2 people. Did he say poison drinks?
I'm gonna re-roll that. Use my last point because this is Roll20 is not being fair to us today.
Okay. So there you go. That is enough to start riling some. So, Thognoth, you're prone and you're hurt. The guys are up, and it looks like they're going to be... putting an end to the fight right now. They look like they're trying to get a getaway. What are you doing? You can see there are two that are on Alwyn right now that are laying in an ass whooping.
I'll jump on those.
Okay.
That means best I can.
Removing prone, does that take your whole move, or is it only part of a move?
I had the rules on that in my magic section.
Here we go. Prone. You can crawl at half your movement. So, yeah, you're definitely close enough to that. So you can crawl over.
I'll crawl over.
All right.
It'll spare your back a little bit, won't it?
So you're
not.
only suffering a minus 10.
20?
Oh shit, but your arm's going to be involved too. Oh my goodness. Do you take the highest penalty from critical, or does it stack?
I doubt it. I doubt that it's good.
Fair enough. So then I think here's an upside. It was minus 30. No, minus. Your back gives you minus 20 or minus 10?
20.
So it's minus 30 right now, but you're going to get plus 10 because these guys are involved in a grapple with Alwyn. So you're going to, it'll be contested brawling minus 20 for you. And they don't, you're also going to be offsetting one of the reasons they've been having such a huge advantage is because of that outnumbered thing. So you'll be negating that now. So go ahead and give us your brawling at minus 20. I succeeded by 2. Critical success! Fucking fantastic. So you've taken one of these guys out. I think you just knocked him unconscious or something like that if you like. What do you do?
Yeah, I think I'd take his head and wrap it against the table.
So this guy's been pulled off of Alwyn and smashes against the table. Alwyn, you only have 1 on you now.
Well, I guess when there's only 1, I'm just going to try and wrestle him off.
Okay. And I think I'll have the amount that you'd left. So you have only 7 success levels of grapple right now.
So it's, is it just a challenging strength if there's only one of them?
No, you still have the minus 10 because you have the entangled condition.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's not the but he doesn't get the outnumbered thing anymore. So
right.
I failed by 1. I failed by 0, technically.
Oh,
nice! It's only 4 left. You're getting close to getting out. Their turn. 2, disappearing into the crowd. The guy who's being assaulted by the thugs, disappearing into the crowd. The other guy who got knocked off, he's going to crawl under tables and get out of here. The guy on you, Alwyn. This will be another contested one, but you now are going to get plus 40 because he has like 4 guys that Talther has rallied. They've grabbed him and are trying to drag him off. So you now have the overwhelming benefit of numbers. So go ahead and give us brawling at plus 40.
okay.
I may have critically failed here.
Let's see how we do.
You go. All right, so I failed by 2, and I critically failed. So how do you want to get this guy out of the fight?
I think I've finally sort of got a leg underneath him or something, and I just sort of with my knee or something just shove him over.
Yeah, and he just disappears into the crowd where you can see people are. All you see from behind is like arms coming up and going down. This is full on hockey brawl right now. So they are gone as well. Then on their turn, they're going to be disappearing. Katarina, you've got Thognoth back, and he immediately jumped in and dealt with one of the other people, one of the other brawlers. What are you doing?
I'll go. Is Alwyn free? Or is he still
Alwyn is free.
fighting
Yeah. He kicked the guy off him.
I'll go and try to give some first aid.
Sure.
To him too.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I will re-roll that. There we go.
There you go. Nice. Is there? I don't think there's an effect with the critical, is there? With the.
It's up to you. But it's at least 3 points back.
You know, I'll let you
3.
use. Why don't you take the tens digit of it? So add 4 more in.
Okay. It's a 7.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right.
Was I
Talther.
close at all in noticing that I have this talent? I don't know if that helps much with my. I was trying to figure out something. Oh, the purse. That's what it was.
Purse
The
was taken,
gone.
yeah. Test have add rank on. So you would have been +1 in it. What was your?
Just one. Just one.
Yeah. Were you close on any of your perception checks?
I don't know if I was that close.
I mean, you are now a -7 instead of a -8 on that last one. So you're, yeah. But yeah, no, it's good to be aware of that, though, because that is definitely something. What does it say? You may make a challenging... Oh, hold on. To ignore surprise. Yeah, that wasn't really the case here. Unfortunately, it doesn't help you with when someone's going to pick your pocket.
Yeah.
That is what these guys intended on doing, was beating you up and stealing your shit. So...
Well, they succeeded.
Talther, what are you doing?
Well, the Thognot's already been bandaged, and Alwyn got bandaged as well, so he can't double up on that. He's going to try to look to see where these guys have gone, unless they've completely slipped away.
I think that I mean, you can give us a hard perception check.
Okay.
Just because there's a lot of things for them to hide.
No.
You're trying to look around and you're kind of like jostled in the head by something like, whoa, cheat. So no.
He's trying to avoid a concussion. That was the whole point.
Yeah. Does seem as if you've driven all these thugs off. They disappeared into the crowd. Everyone's kind of cheering, and there are people who are ready to help you up. Because you're still crawling right now.
I stumble up.
That's just your move. Do you have an action you wish to do?
I search for my dignity.
Give us a perception check. I mean, this isn't the first, pub brawl that Thognoth has been in, so, I mean, I think he'd be...
Yeah. He's not viewing it as oh, look at that.
Well,
this is when it dawns on you, motherfuck, they got your purse. So all your coins are gone.
Oh, that's... a skirmish is one thing, thievery is another. All right.
Oh.
And I looked for... They didn't get my book of grudges, did they?
No, but that name, it's going in there.
Oh, for sure. I had a lot of coin. So.
I figured as much, yeah.
Yeah, geez.
Alwyn. You're currently prone.
Yeah. I'll stand up.
Okay, you get up. Astrid comes over and kind of nuzzles your hand.
Yeah, thanks, Astrid. Yeah. We'll have words later. I'll add some detail to Thognoth's chapter of in his book. I think some descriptions and make sure that nothing's missed.
Okay.
So the chapter of grudges is fully filled out.
So we can kind of step out of combat now. So you guys get up. Thognoth, you realize that they've tweaked your fucking arm in the midst of that. So you're left. I'm assuming you're right hand dominant.
Yeah.
So it'll be your shield arm, I guess, that was affected.
I can help with that wound.
Oh, is my left arm that got affected?
Yeah, your left arm has that minor wound or minor critical injury. I think those heal much faster than what the others do, though.
I don't know about that.
I mean, relatively speaking, it's not going to be like, 3 months from now when you finally shake your...
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure.
Oh, is it equal length of time?
Yeah, it's up to
Well, if it's a sprained ankle,
Takes a long time.
It takes about a month.
Takes a bit. It takes a partial heal 30 minus your toughness bonus in days. Use of the healing skill can reduce it, but
Yeah, that is.
So 25 days. I'm looking at 25 days on that arm.
I can attempt to look at his arm if you'd like. But Katarina does have a lot more luck points left than I do.
What do you? I mean, I healed him already. I mean,
Well, you treated his wounds, you didn't treat his arm injury.
Yeah, he's Thognath has wrenched his arm in that scrap.
Mm-hmm.
You could help reduce the time it takes to heal if you get a good roll.
Okay.
Was it
I mean, do we need to?
success levels of days or something that get reduced? Or is that how it works? Or
Just checking here.
Use of the healing skill will reduce the time by 1 day plus a further day per SL.
oh yeah,
Okay.
no, that's pretty good.
So
You
give
can
us,
gain this benefit once.
Okay.
so you can give us a challenging heal test, please.
Okay.
You know, there is a silver lining here.
Jeez. I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay. That is that no dwarves were thrown in lakes yet.
It's true.
So,
There we go.
critical success. Nice. All right. So why don't you treat the 4 as the success level once again? So 21 days until your arm heals, Thognath.
Okay.
How long was it before?
25.
25.
Do you get your intelligence as well, though? Or
That's only for the
No.
first aid.
okay.
Yeah, when you're getting the wounds back. So, as you guys are settling back in, another round of drinks come. I told you that 82 was a bad one. So, that incidentally, random tavern encounter from the GM screen. I briefly thought about doing one for each of you guys. I'm very glad I did not. Otherwise, that's the next 4 months of our campaign.
Right.
I'm gonna buy those 4 guys that pulled the people off Alwyn a drink.
Thognath is like, maybe don't be so fast without money.
I think he's a little more solid now. He was, he was on his regular before, but he's
I'm still gonna do it
Okay.
because I could lose it at any moment apparently.
Yeah, so you guys are, and they are very grateful. Everyone apologizes to you as well, Katarina, for how poorly everyone was behaved here. This is just shocking. Shocking that they would treat you.
It's a very tense time in the city right now, it seems.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So suffice it to say, you can buy the drinks for them, but your drinks will be bought for the rest of the evening. Is anyone drinking? Because we do have a consume alcohol skill.
I mean, I don't have any. Well, let's see. I don't have any more coin. So,
You're not paying for it.
I'll have at least one.
Okay.
I think I'd have to have at least one just to get over it, but
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
that would be it. Yeah, that's average, isn't it?
All right. That is, well, it depends on the booze you're drinking.
I was expecting them to be cheap,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't be very strong.
Mm-hmm.
So give us let's make it average. Average consume alcohol check, please.
Okay.
You're good, Alwyn.
Bad day at the office.
It's fine for Thognath. It's only when you fail a number of tests equal to your toughness bonus. So he's got 4 failures still to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then you become stinking drunk. So, what is the mood like at the table now?
Grumbly. Very, very grumbly. A lot of tweaked elbow and backs killing me. And the coin thing, I'm not going to shut up about this for a long, long time.
At least you paid for your stuff to be repaired in advance, right?
I don't want to talk about. I don't even know what we're talking about. He's just mumbling. He's just
Revenge. Let's talk about revenge.
Seriously.
There's some mysterious dwarf who's running around on rooftops wearing a cape, who seems to be murdering anyone who's a pickpocket.
Pretty much.
With a sidekick.
So,
Yeah.
But how about we leave our scraps to those of the deadly kind, where we can use our full advantage?
Yeah, wait till we're outside the tavern.
Indeed.
So then, oh boy, this is really going to come down to luck whether they're ready tonight. What do you think, Talther?
I want to ask around before we go to bed to see if anybody could recognize those guys, because I want my friend Thognoth to get his revenge, maybe recoup some of his money, so maybe we could track him down
Oh, jeez.
eventually.
Okay. You could. Let's see here. I think.
I'm only doing this for Thognoth because
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't get my arm broken, because that could have happened.
Thognoth can hear you, you know. I'm also glad I didn't lose my money.
I don't say that.
That's implied. Why don't you give us?
I'm like pulling out all the stops. I'll
I think it's going to
as you want me to be.
be. Let's make it a. Oh boy, what's the other thing here? Let's make it a difficult charm check. The only reason I'm saying difficult is because I think there is still an element of like honor among thieves here, where like as much as they didn't want them to beat up a priestess of Shalia, they also,
Okay.
you guys are outsiders.
I'll try and talk to people that this could probably work on, but let's see. You said difficult?
Okay. Difficult, yeah.
Ooh, but I can't re-roll it.
Oh, you don't have but it's only 3 failures. This is what Talther is planning on doing. Was anyone intending on helping with that?
I don't make a secret of it. I mean, like,
Yeah, I mean, I'd definitely be trying to find out.
So, although I guess one thing I should ask beforehand, does anyone have training? Anyone have advances in charm?
I mean, Katarina does, but she wants to let them go. But
Okay. And do you, Alwyn?
Yeah, I've got a couple.
So that would bring it to 2 failures.
Okay.
Thognoth, I'm
I don't have
going to
any.
go on a limb and... Yep, okay. So, unfortunately, you're asking around and no one... these types of... They can't hang around a single pub for too long because otherwise they go. That's not to say it's not impossible. What is... If they are locals, they're probably going to be pulling this at other taverns. So there is a possibility of tracking them down and getting revenge if you're inclined.
okay. Well, let's see. Where is short-term goals? Here we go.
Then, this leaves us with the chance... Sorry, Thognoth?
Good point about the short-term goals. Good point.
Shall we make that a party short-term goal or just a personal one?
I would say we're kind of not using those because you guys are getting standard XP rewards each time.
I know, it's just for narrative
okay.
stuff.
Yeah, it is a good way of doing it. Just that it's I think it's difficult to give regular. Either you're going to have to kind of like pick goals for every single session, or you're going to get the 100 or whatever it is that we give every session.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Right, because I've been giving you guys extra when you guys have achieved goals, though. So like that definitely is something. If you're setting it as that, you'll get some extras. Because I think you got extra when you got out of the Skaven area, right?
See, the only sessions I've recorded where we got extra was the 3rd session when we resolved the assassination.
I think we got a fate point instead, didn't we?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what you got back. Yeah. So then that there we go. Then if you get that, that would be a good way of getting,
Resolve back for Thognoth.
Fuck yeah, because I think Thognoth's out of resolve right now, isn't he?
I am as well.
Yeah. So there you go.
Actually, because that would have been a good. That's actually my motivation for getting resolved, but I don't have any resilience, so I can't get resolved. My motivation is to enjoy a scrap.
Did you enjoy that one?
I mean, it's part of the phraseology. Don't get all crazy on me.
Quit getting so lawyerly on me. Come on.
But he doesn't have any resilience. So it doesn't matter.
But how do you get resilience back?
Earned by acts of extreme importance or motivation, GM discretion.
For sure. If you get these guys, like if you lay in an ass kicking on them in return, you're going to get a resolve back for fucking sure.
What if it's more than an ass kicking? Is that good too? Still,
I will leave that to you. To the how you do have a priestess of Shally in here.
I mean, we don't have to kill them, but we can teach them the error of their ways.
I mean, I wouldn't do it for losing a scrap. For stealing, that is an entirely different matter.
And it's a big amount too. Like
it is. It's a big amount.
So then, why don't we? Oh, guys, I'd love to tell you whether the door opens and Grozim comes in tonight or whether it's going to be not till the next morning. But unfortunately, we are out of time.
Out of time. I know, it's nuts.
Crazy. So everyone gets 100 XP, I believe. It's 100 we've been giving, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it only Rogue Trader when it's 150?
I think that's probably true.
Yeah, you gave us 150 on our third session for something, but
Probably because I'm a dummy and forgot that it was 100 and not 150. That was the benefit of the Warhammer weekend. So, then for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for session 33 of the Salt, Silver, and Sin campaign. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where we have a channel dedicated to the many Warhammer games we run on the channel, as well as channels dedicated to most of the games and campaigns we have on the channel, as well as Finder Group, GM discussion, virtual tabletop chat. There's a terrific, helpful, knowledgeable, and friendly community over there, and you're more than welcome to join us. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have an incredible selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. If they don't have something in stock that you're looking for, you can put it on a want list, and they'll send you an email when it comes in. And if you make a purchase of $10 or more through their website, be sure to enter the code Happy Muse Year. Easier to type than it is to say. It is listed in the description of the video. That'll save you 10% on any purchase of $10 or more, and that'll be replaced as of April 15, 2025. But if you're listening to this after that time, come back to one of our more recent videos. You'll see what the current discount code is there. The last thing I will say is a huge thank you to our stalwart, grim, and perilous brawlers. So Darren, Carl, John, and Sean, thank you so much for playing today, guys. Congratulations on triumphing and getting the bar on your side. Truly, numbers are where it's at in this game, it seems. Then we'll be back in 2 weeks' time to see where the priority of revenge against the brawlers or saving the city falls in our priorities. But until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our grim and perilous heroes are encountering, just trying to have a drink. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.